today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Crawford. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup.
The Colts 1st down.
Play fake. Here's Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. And
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. To throw is Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 70 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now it's Hines. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
On first down, Huffman. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 8-yard line.
Now again, right side, Huffman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Love from the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. The Colts. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to, at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
And a yard at the 35-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Hines, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Loss of a yard brings up 3rd.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Texans 7. Colts nothing.
On 3rd down, Hines. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson, he's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Here's Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. They run with Hines. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, Love. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. Huffman, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On play action. Love to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up first. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick is good.
So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And here comes the Texans now. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess me.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Deshaun Watson sacked.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Jason
set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 37-yard.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Third down.
From the gun, Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
The Colts first down.
Play action this time with Love. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
To Jefferson on the slant. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And he's certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here we go. 52's the mark, boys. 52. We ain't giving them nothing.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Check back 27. Check back 27. So we got man.
Throwing again is Watson. Completion here to Claypool. busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Field goal, a 50-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they're all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
First down. Huffman able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Huffman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
First down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Huffman. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Can't do that.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Watson on 3rd down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On fourth down, Watson. And that is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 8 yards out, and the Texans cut into that lead.
For the extra point.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
31 yards.
That goes for a gain of 31.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Watson on first down.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Watson. He'll find Hines out of the backfield.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
That catch good for only a couple.
6-yard line.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Being chased out left. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Shakes off the sack. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Love, they go play action now. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. That's good for 28 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.